Greetings, socially repressed female of the Victorian era.
Hello, my name is Josephine Harris.
Would you like to be my new companion?
Sure. Are we going to fight the greatest evil of all time?
The Daleks?
No. Gender inequality.
Sure, come with me.
Okay. Oh, let's walk 2 miles per hour.
Act in your act like it.
Oh, wow.
This is. And then see you have such good facilities in the TARDIS.
What a bizarre invention.
Yeah, this is the new gym in the TARDIS.
Yeah.
You have fascinating facilities. I wish we had these where I live in the 19th century.
So you could get toned legs.
Well, nobody can see my legs. That would be very boring. What fun! Ooh, Steve. How does one make it stop?
Wait, I'll use my sonic screwdriver.
Wow, the TARDIS looks remarkably like a sixth form common room.
I think it is. The TARDIS must be playing some tricks on us again. So tell me, Joe, why are you so interested in gender equality?
Who wouldn't be? No, but seriously, my interest stems from my friendship with the late Harriet Mill.
Harriet Mill?
What planet have you been living on the past few years? Harriet was married to the influential MP and philosopher John Stuart Mill, but her marriage did not define her in any way. Harriet had amazing radical views, especially to do with women's rights. One of her essays that I read and found particularly inspiring was one when she questioned the degrading effect of women's economic dependence on men.
Wow, she sounds so cool!
She was also an original member of the Kensington Society that produced the first petition requesting votes for women. Harriet's husband added an amendment to the Reform Act that would enable women to have the same political rights as men. However, the amendment was defeated by 196 votes to 73. It just seems that we women will never be treated as equals, Doctor.
I do not believe that you should be so negative, Joe. You do not know what the future holds in store for women in Britain.
I cannot imagine the situation will ever change with the lack of progression I have seen during my lifetime.
This is where you are in luck, Joe. Right now you are standing in my TARDIS/common room, which is in simple terms a time machine.
It cannot be!
I do not lie, Joe. For the duration of our time together, we shall follow the journey that women take in Britain towards fighting the gender inequality that is present in your life.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go!
We're now in Cambridge, Joe.
Cambridge? What are we doing here? I thought that education was a reserve for the male population.
Joe, I have the pleasure to inform you that one day girls all over Britain benefit from some form of education. In fact, many years from now, there may be some girls in a private school making a documentary about your life.
Oh, hi. Well, tell me, Doctor, why Cambridge?
We're at Girton College. It opened in 1873.
So another college of Cambridge, nothing new there.
Actually, Joe, Girton College is the first women's college in Cambridge. The college was founded by Barbara Boudicon and Emily Davies. Emily Davies once said, "The aim of these new colleges will not be directed towards changing the occupations of women, but rather towards securing that whatever they do shall be done well." whether as mistresses of households, mothers, teachers, or as labourers in art, science, literature. Their work suffers from the want of training. These women are also very important in art adventure and make an impact on so many other women that will continue to influence the course of women's rights.
Please, do tell.
Well, Girton College educated Frances Dove, who then went on to use her education to benefit young women by setting up many secondary schools for girls, such as Wickham Abbey, which was later renowned for the education they provide. There are many famous women that leave Wickham Abbey and Girton College that go on to become suffragettes and suffragists, thanks to their education.
Sorry?
The suffragists and suffragettes were the name used for the two groups of women that campaigned for women's suffrage.
So what is the difference between a suffragist and a suffragette?
Well, Joe, fundamentally their aims are the same. However, they went about achieving these aims in different ways. How about we meet some leading figures so you can get an idea?
Yes! Wow! Great!
First off, you mentioned the Kensington Society before, right?
Yes, Harriet Mill was a member.
Well, after the disappointment you mentioned earlier, some members, including Emily Davies, decided to form another group called the National Union of Women's Suffrage Societies. And we are going to meet their leader, Millicent Fawcett.
Seriously?
Nice to see you again.
You two know each other?
Oh yeah, we go way back. Let me introduce you. Millie, this is Josephine Harris. She was a pioneer in the NUW. The suffragists. They campaigned for women's political rights in a peaceful manner, as opposed to the violent suffragettes.
They gave us a bad name. I tried to improve women's rights in a less forceful manner. In 1871, I co-founded Newnham College at Cambridge. Female education is really important.
Let's go to an independent girls' school in the present day, where girls are being educated rather a lot.
How wonderful! The education of a woman is a step towards freedom. Once the mind is free, the whole being is free. Or, something like that.
Yeah. What is this? Emmeline Pankhurst has appeared.
Hey, guys. Hey, how are you going in your cowardly struggle for women's rights? Just because you co-founded Newnham College and... we should work together, not against one another. I feel myself floating away now. Realization has been made. Oh, thank God she's gone. Oh no! I too am going away!